So, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things golf wing and streetwear. And before we get into today's video, I just wanted to quickly address the change of scenery, or maybe not necessarily the change of scenery, more of a return to the scenery that you all are probably used to for the videos. As you all can tell, I am back in my old room filming today's video, and that's because, as all of you know, I am currently in college. And not that long ago, a little bit over a month ago, I did move out to a new apartment with some of my friends. So the past couple of videos that I've uploaded have been in my new apartment, but my school is actually on fall break right now. So I am back home visiting friends, spending some time with family and things like that. And it feels really, really nice being back here filming a video in the typical setup I and a lot of you guys, I'm sure, are used to. But as you can see here, things are a little bit empty on the walls. I don't have all of my same lighting and equipment and things like that I used to use for videos. Quality might not be as up to par with, you know, what a lot of my videos have been recently, so I do apologize for that. Come next week's video, I should be back at my apartment. But getting into the topic of today's video, we do have a brand new Golf Wang drop to discuss today. It's been a while since we've seen something happen from Golf Wang. The last Golf Wang drop that we had was actually the summer 21 drop. So over the summer was the last time we got a Golf Wang video, so it's been a few months. And Golf Wang has returned with a new tradition that they're doing. I believe they started this in 2020, where before the release of every regular golf season that we get, they drop a line of basic hoodies, t-shirts, socks, kind of just basic items like that in different colorways to kind of go along with the season that we're going to have coming up. And believe it or not, I do actually have a lot to talk about with today's video. I know it's just a line of basics, but we do actually have some pretty exciting things happening with this drop. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. All right, so switching up the view here, guys, as you can see, we have the fall basics pulled up on my laptop here. And the first thing that I noticed when I looked at these basics was actually the colorways. And what I mean by that is, you know, at least for me, when it comes to specific seasons, and I'm sure it's the same for a lot of you all as well, whether it be summer, fall, you know, winter, spring, whatever, I will kind of slightly change what color palette I wear depending on what season we're in. So for summer, I like to wear a lot more brighter colors like, you know, pinks and light blues, just kind of things like that. But when it comes to fall and winter, I really like to tone it down a little bit and wear a lot more earth tones like browns and dark greens. When I think of fall and winter, those are kind of the colors that I gravitate towards. So I don't know if this is just me, but I don't personally think these colors that they picked go really, really well with fall. In my opinion, I think the specific color palette that they went with for this line of basics would have matched a lot better with like a spring or summer season. And that's not to say that I'm like, you know, some fashion police, like, oh, you can't wear pink in the fall or whatever. Just kind of as a general idea, I prefer to see a lot more darker tones and things like that for the fall. So while these colorways definitely aren't necessarily bad by any means, I definitely would have liked to see, you know, instead of like this lime green hoodie here, maybe like a dark green, just kind of darker tones to go along with the fall season. Moving on from that, guys, I want to get talking about each individual piece here for a little bit, because like I said, there actually are some really exciting things to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about, which is actually when I clicked on these hoodies to look through them a little bit earlier when the drop actually got announced, the first thing I noticed before I even read the description or anything was that we had new hoodie blanks this season. Because me personally, I think really just the streetwear world as a whole has moved forward to wanting to get these kind of stringless hoodie blanks. That's been a really big thing for, like I said, just streetwear as a whole. So I'm really, really happy to see that Golf Wang is kind of following in the footsteps, taking that direction. But another thing that I did notice, which I'm sure is something that you all notice as well, is that we do have a price hike with the hoodies now. So as you all know, hoodies used to be $90. Now hoodies this season are costing $100. But I had just talked about in a video not that long ago, you know, 3 things that Golf Wang needed to fix in 2021. And quality was one of the big things that I talked about in that video. And I know I said for me personally, I wouldn't mind spending a small amount of money, like a $5 or $10 upcharge to see, you know, a drastic, nice change in quality. So it does seem like Golf is kind of taking that direction a little bit, which I know that it does suck that we are having this price hike with the hoodies now. But hopefully, you know, obviously we haven't seen any in-hand pictures or anything yet of these hoodies. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see how drastic the quality improvement is with these hoodies. But based off the pictures and with them saying they improved the fit and the fabric, I do have pretty high hopes that they did improve the blanks a lot for this season. So I was really, really happy to see that. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to Golf for that. But as far as the colorways go, guys, I would have to hands down say my favorite is this blue colorway here. I do like green a lot, and I do like most shades of green, but I was never a huge fan of like lime green or mint green or anything like that. I've always liked more of the darker shades of green. But now this blue, on the other hand, I do really love like all shades of blue, everything from light blue to royal blue to navy blue. And I think the very specific kind of powder blue shade they went with a little bit works really, really well with the navy or dark blue, whatever you want to call it, golf logo that they decided to go with on this. I think these colors play really, really well with each other. So this is definitely my favorite hoodie of the bunch, easily my favorite colorway for the pieces this year. And as far as the pink goes, once again, as you all know, I do really, really love pink a lot as well. My only thing with this hoodie is I wish they would have followed the same thing they did with the green and blue hoodies, and I have the actual shade of pink on the logo of this hoodie be a little bit darker. And maybe this is just something, you know, with the picture, and maybe this logo will get a little bit easier to see when people actually get this hoodie in hand. But I do think just from looking at the picture, these shades of pink seem to be really, really similar. So I think it is a little bit hard to see the shade of pink on the hoodie. Definitely not a bad hoodie at all. I don't think you can ever go wrong with pink. I just wish they would have made that shade of pink just a little bit darker. I think it would have made the logo on the hoodie pop a lot more. Overall, guys, definitely not mad at these hoodies. Really, really happy to see that we got new blanks this season. Definitely happy with the quality improvements and fit improvements there. I'm really, really loving this blue one once again as well. Definitely my favorite of the bunch. Moving on from that, guys, we have a crew neck, and this crew neck does seem to also come in this new and updated blank. And the crew necks are coming in at a little bit more of a higher price as well. Crew necks are now coming in at $90, which is what the hoodies used to cost. And honestly, guys, I don't have too much to say about these crew necks because pretty much everything I said with the hoodie kind of carries over to the crew neck. So I don't really have too much to add with this. The only thing that I want to comment on is they do seem to specify that they improved the fit on the crew necks. And as you all know, in a lot of past videos, I have complained a little bit about the fit on the crew necks from Golf, because when it comes to my sizing, I'm, you know, technically a true medium, but obviously with certain pieces and certain brands, I can be anywhere from a small to a large to get the correct fit that I want for that piece. But with Golf crew necks in the past, I had never been able to get the fit that I wanted with the crew neck, because if I went with a medium, it was just like really, really tight, and then if I went with a large, it was just like to the point where I felt like it was too big and too baggy. So I can never really find a sweet spot with Golf crew necks, but hopefully with the improved fit on these crew necks, it'll get to the point where I can kind of wear a crew neck from Golf, because I do think Golf has came out in the past with some really, really solid crew necks that I did end up passing on getting because of the fit issues. Hopefully that will change and I can look into copying some more crew necks from them in the future. But that's pretty much all I got to say about those guys. Moving on from that, it does look like we have some new sweatpants from Golf, and once again, it does seem like we have improved fit and quality with these as well. Obviously, you can't tell a lot about the fit, you know, from just a picture of something, but kind of based off the picture of this, the way the sweatpants seem to be cut around the legs, it does seem like the sweatpants have also got a pretty nice fit improvement as well. In the past, I was never really a huge fan of sweatpants or anything like that. Kind of over time, they've started growing on me a little bit. Obviously, whenever I want to dress up or something, I want to have, you know, a pair of Dickies, a pair of slacks or something like that. I've gotten really, really big on comfort recently, so whenever I'm wearing like a simple fit, like a hoodie, like something basic, I've started looking at sweatpants more and more, because moving forward, sweatpants and things like that have definitely been something that I've had my eye on. The only big problem with these sweatpants is that they're clocking in at $90, and if I'm spending $90 on a pair of pants, I'm just gonna go out of my way to get like a really nice pleated pair of pants or something like that instead of spending that $90 price tag on just some kind of basic sweatpants. So that's really my only big thing with the sweatpants this year. So I'm a little bit iffy about that, but definitely really nice to see that we've got some quality and fit improvements with those as well. And I'm not really gonna go too deep with the shorts, because kind of everything, you know, just like with the hoodie and crew neck, everything I said with the pants kind of carries over to the shorts as well. But something I do really, really want to talk about is the new t-shirts. So just like we talked about with all the pieces we addressed before, the t-shirts as well have also got some quality and fit improvements. And just like I said a little bit ago, guys, this was really, really, really needed. The t-shirts was a big thing that I said needed a quality improvement. So I'm really, really, really happy to see that they finally gotten around to improving the fit and fabric of the t-shirts. And the most exciting thing about that is that they did not change the prices of the t-shirts like they did with the hoodies and with other stuff. While I wouldn't have been too mad at seeing the t-shirts costing like $40 maybe, it's really, really nice to see that they improved the quality of the t-shirts without changing the price. It does seem like these t-shirts do have a bit longer sleeves, which is something that I've always been really, really big about. So with golf t-shirts, and really just with like a lot of t-shirts on the market, I think a lot of times the sleeves on t-shirts can look really, really weird and just kind of stick out in this really awkward position. But it does seem like the sleeves on these t-shirts are longer than before. So obviously, once again, we'll have to wait and see for whenever we get them in hand. But it does seem like they've made the sleeves a bit longer with this t-shirt, so hopefully that won't be a problem anymore. As far as the colorways on the t-shirts, it does seem like the pink on this t-shirt is a little bit darker. I do think the logo on this one is definitely easier to see than the embroidery on the hoodie that we just talked about a little bit ago. So that's really nice. It does seem like they went with a little bit of a darker shade of pink for the t-shirt, but I still gotta say, guys, I think the blue is definitely my favorite colorway of the basics that they've done this season. The logo definitely pops and these colors play really, really nice together. Just honestly not my favorite shade of green. I would have liked this t-shirt a lot more if the body of the t-shirt was dark green and then the logo was lime green. But once again, that's just me and my personal color preferences. Moving on from that, we've got a new line of boxers, and this is once again not too much I have to say about these here. You get new boxers from Golf, it feels like, you know, almost every time they do some fall essentials, and they never really do anything too crazy with them, just kind of update the colors and stuff like that. One thing I did notice is that this pack of boxers, you know, the new colorways of boxers are really similar to ones that they released not that long ago. So this one we have like a lime green, a pink, and a navy blue, and then this season we have a bit more of a lighter kind of mint green shade. Still a really similar shade of pink and a bit more of a different shade of blue. So really similar to some boxers that they did release in the past. But when I saw these boxers at first glance, I did just think they restocked the original 3-pack that they dropped a while ago. But kind of based off the picture of this, the way the sweatpants seem to be cut around the legs. But a big thing is I'm pretty sure that these boxers are actually sold out. So if you did want to get, you know, a similar pack of boxers to this, you could go ahead and pick up the new shades, because I do feel like this pack of boxers right here has been sold out for a while. So if you were interested in picking up the original 3-pack but you weren't able to because it was sold out, this new 3-pack that they dropped does seem to be a good alternative. And moving on from that, guys, we've got a new line of boxer briefs as well. Once again, not too much to say about those either. Really just kind of the same boxers and boxer briefs that we've been used to in some new and updated colorways. Kind of the same thing with the socks here as well. Kind of the same socks that we're all used to. As you can tell, we've had a lot of golf socks drop in the past where they put the logo on a pair of socks in new colorways for the season. Once again, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I just kind of feel like I've shared my thoughts on this a lot already in a lot of past videos, so I just don't really have too much to add to these. So not too much to add there with this pair of socks, but moving on to the next one, which I actually do like. I've always been a big fan of cream and like off-white type colors, and I've been really into, you know, vintage style, you know, type pieces recently, and cream and off-white colors are the perfect thing to kind of go along with that, because the big thing with me for golf socks was always, you know, being able to actually see the golf logo, or if they release a pair of socks in like a really unique colorway or something like that. With these, when it comes to socks, like when you really can't see the logo or anything like that, I've always just opted to go with like Uniqlo or something like that. But I do really like the colorway of this, and golf socks are good quality. So if you do like the colorway and you are interested, you really can't go wrong. They're definitely a nice pair of socks. All right, guys, and pretty much finishing this video out, the last thing I really want to address is this 3-pack of masks that we have here, because once again, I don't got too much to say about these stickers. They're pretty much just golf basic stickers to go along with each different colorway of the basic items that we see for the season. Really nothing too new here, but I will say golf stickers are really good quality. I've had a golf bumper sticker on my car for like 2 years now, and it's still holding up. It still looks pretty much brand new. So if you are a really big fan of the colorways and you want to pick a sticker up, I definitely say go for it. Golf stickers have always been pretty good quality, and you know, they're definitely pretty cheap. It's like $5, so you really can't go wrong. But with this pack of face masks here, I think pretty much every time golf has done, you know, a new essentials basic type drop, we've been kind of in the middle of the COVID pandemic. So pretty much ever since then, we've had these masks as a part of the essentials collection. Biggest difference here is instead of having a 2-pack of face masks, which is what they've done in the past, they've actually went ahead and included all 3 different face masks in this collection. And I do actually own a golf mask. I have the first mask that they dropped as a part of the original essentials collection. And I will say that the golf masks are really comfortable. You know, at the college that I go to, we are attending class in person, but there is a mask mandate on campus. So I do have to wear, you know, a mask pretty much all day when I'm on campus. And 9 times out of of 10, it is the golf mask that I'm wearing. And it's really, really comfortable. It's really easy to wear, you know, pretty much all day. And, you know, if you're like me at your school or your job, you know, wherever you may be, and you're in a situation where you got to wear a mask all day, this is a really, really easy option because they're very comfortable. So if you're interested, you really can't go wrong. And it's like $10 a mask, so really not that expensive. And, you know, it's a great way to, you know, kind of be stylish and also protect yourself and others around you. So if you're interested, I definitely say go for it. They're a really solid option. But yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure that's going to do it for my thoughts on the fall essentials items. Comment below and let me know your thoughts on these items. Did you love them? Did you hate them? Are you somewhere in the middle? Me personally, I don't think I'm going to be picking anything up from the essentials collection because I'm personally waiting on the Golf le FLEUR season to get announced. So comment below and let me know if you guys picked anything up or if you guys are also waiting for the Golf le FLEUR season as well. But I'm pretty sure that's going to wrap this video up, guys. As always, if you like this kind of content and you would like to see more, definitely like this video and subscribe to the channel. I have a ton of golf and streetwear content coming moving forward. That'll do it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for checking this out. I'll see you in the next one.